I'm looking forward to Solo Leveling and Sakamoto Days. Those are my two most anticipated. So let's see what else is coming out. Let's see if anything catches my eye. Let's see if anything goes up my nostril. Alright, let's see.
2024 has been a great year, but let's talk about 2025 now, shall we?
Hell
Here I
yeah.
am today to give you a
2024 is dead. Get over it.
preview of what 2025 could be like. We're going through 10 of the most anticipated anime that the first month of 2025 is poised to give us. I'll exclude sequels and
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If it doesn't catch my interest, if it doesn't catch my eye, I'll tell you. I'll be straight up with you. I'll say this shit looks awful, or this shit is not getting a reaction from me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So we'll go one by one.
Follow-ups to already established
one.
series and lock in on just new anime. We start out in Fantasyland with the unfavorable job Appraiser is
We're not watching this.
actually the strongest.
Really? We're not watching this. You guys watching this?
Doesn't really take much to figure out the direction of this one, does it? This time we have a world where heroes are born. After all, jobs are given at birth, and someone who doesn't
maybe
get the
we
good
will
roll of
watch
the dice
this.
of
Wait
fate
a minute.
just has to suck it up as
Wait
he's
a
just
minute.
stuck in limbo with a useless
Whoa, whoa,
skill.
whoa.
Of course, our protagonist gets the short end of the stick, being left with the skill to appraise things. But hey, maybe this could just
call it the Appraiser.
be the exact type of skill he needs to
Boing,
spice
boing.
things up. It's just a magic spell these kinds of shows have over anime fans, it seems. Through many different permutations of the formula, the subgenre
Whoa, mama, jama, llama. Oh, shit.
continues to captivate fans. However, this one isn't as directly a zero to hero story as the overall synopsis may suggest.
Zero the hero? I don't know any other story that's like that, guys. I bet you can't even name one. Zero to hero. This is an original idea.
And it has something to do with how the appraiser skill is not exactly some hidden OP skill that nobody just knew about.
Bro, if I want zero to hero, I'm watching ReZero.
To know more about Ain's unorthodox path to his dreams, don't miss out on the show this
I ain't
January.
watching this booby
Flower
elf
and
bitch.
Asura, however, isn't the type of show that gives out what it is at first glance.
Flower and Ashura. Well, I assure you, I'm probably not gonna watch this.
お前の本当の願いを言え。私が叶えてやるよ。
The title may evoke images of either a period drama or an action piece, so
What the fuck? Oh no, different. I was like, holy shit.
imagine my surprise when
Y'all watching this?
I decided to check what the buzz was about and found myself staring down a comfy slice of life. Flower and Asura takes place on a remote island with a small population where one normal girl named Hana lives. Hana
She does look like a normal girl. Wow. You don't get one of those. You don't get those anymore. Normal girls in anime.
just loves reading and reciting, and it's this passion that led her to join the local broadcasting club thanks to Mizuki's invitation. As she leaps into the world of broadcasting,
This looks
she
normal.
opens the door to many
Holy
firsts,
shit,
some
look
of
at
which
these normal
further her love
kids.
of reading.
That's a normal face. Nothing's exaggerated. It's just a normal child. 3-episode rule. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Slice of life is probably not going to be a genre that I react to on the channel because it doesn't really do well on YouTube. This is more stuff that I'll probably watch alone unless it's a very popular slice of life anime that people want me to watch. But yeah, for now I'll stick with my favorite slice of life, Goblin Slayer.
Comfy slice of life will always have a place for fans in seasonal charts. I mean, it's one of the best genres to put on after getting bombarded with the stresses of the world. It's nice to have a heartwarming and wholesome series once in a while instead of feeding us.
Is Berserk a slice of life? Look Back. Is Look Back a slice of life? I don't know. If Look Back's a slice of life, goddamn. It took a slice out of me.
with adrenaline,
It's
right?
like a slice out of my life. Oh, okay. Wholesome. Alright.
Also, a pretty nifty thing about this anime is how there's quite a detailed focus on broadcasting as an art form, and it's how these little details add up which gives the show a unique feel.
Flower
花を
and
咲く
Ashura.
白のごとく。
Imagine chatting with your favorite
Guys, should I just drop Solo Leveling and watch Flower and Ashura? Wear the Opie hoodie? Yeah, I might.
anime hero, a beloved movie character, or even someone you created from scratch. That's the magic
Yeah, fuck Solo Leveling. We're watching Flower and Ashura.
of our sponsor for today's video, Polybuzz. This AI chat with some serious 77 to unlock Polybuzz Plus features.
Bro, my finger has a mind of its own. The Power Ranger anime.
Coming up next is the Red Ranger becomes an
The right wait. The Red Ranger isekai? Is this a Power Ranger isekai?
Adventurer in another world.
Hi, beautiful. I love you.
Hi, sorry, I left my wallet in here.
So much. Be careful, please. This one is goated. Yes, this is peak. Holy shit, I had no idea. I love the Red Ranger. He's the coolest.
Of
No
course,
one likes
it's
the
not
other
anime
Rangers.
season without an isekai. In this series, our lucky protagonist is the Red Ranger Dogo Asagaki, who falls after delivering the decisive blow to his enemies. Just when it seems like everything's finally over, he
This
finds
is
himself
awesome.
reborn in another
Holy shit! Why wasn't Power Rangers more like this? I would have watched it longer.
world. This time, faced with a world of
My dad would have understood why I loved it. The green, you're right, Green Ranger's better than red. What am I saying, bro? Fuck the Red Ranger.
magic. This Red Ranger
The
squares
Booby
to pick
Ranger.
up from where he left off.
Hell yeah.
Heroism has no bounds after all, and a new world just means a new place for him to protect the innocent and the helpless from the forces of evil. The concept behind this show is genius from a meta sense. What better subgenre to pick up with isekai than one of the most notoriously hammy ones in tokusatsu? Makes one wonder why it hasn't been done before, but here we are with a popcorn show that's ready to rock the anime world. Over the top.
Damn. This is interesting. Red Ranger in another world. It kind of gives me the, like, Suicide Squad in another world vibe. Like, I don't see this really doing anything. Like, making any waves. It's just like, oh, let's throw Superman in another world or something. I don't know, bro. I'm excited. I'm acting excited. I just think it's cool. Like, oh, the Red Ranger in another world. But I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm probably not watching it.
Action, busty.
If you put the Pink Ranger in it, mate. Whoa!
Female wizard, a protagonist that's loud and proud yet sincere
That'll get a lot of people in it. Go Luger Ranger instead? Yeah.
in his heroism. This show's got it in spades, and this looks to be one hell of a fun ride to get into this January.
The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. Nah. I'm a little isekai'd out, bro. I don't know. Like, I'm good with ReZero, Mushoku Tensei, and what else do I watch? Yeah. What other isekai? Slime,
Comedies are all the
Tenchura.
rage this winter as we proceed with Medaka Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms.
可愛いもな17歳大阪生まれ息をするように持って
Nokai is 17 years old.
る女おはよ
See? That'll get people to watch.
う黒岩くん
Not me, not me, not me.
おはよ
At school, sometimes playing hard to get just works like a charm. Case in point, Mona Kawai has the world in the palm of her hands. Great looks, an amazing physical figure, a horde of admirers that can't resist fawning over her. She's got it all, except for one tiny little
Wait, so everybody's crazy for her. She's like the popular girl, but the one guy she likes or tries to get his attention doesn't like her or give a fuck? Is that what it is? I don't know, man. I feel like there's so many of these anime. Like, there's so much more. You know, I feel like this anime comes out every season. Am I crazy? Decent plot. I've seen this plot like 1,000 times a month. I ain't watching this.
thing. You see, there's this one super stoic dude called Kuroiwa who just seems impervious to her charms. No matter what she tries, she just can't seem to get him to wipe that scowl off his
Let me guess. Nothing ever happens between them. It's all going to be about, oh, whoopsies, or the bell goes off or something. It's going to be a bunch of that shit.
face, much less get him to fall under her allure. Little did she know, however, that the
I'll watch this series if you tell me right now there's an episode where they're like making out behind the bleachers. Then I'll be like, holy shit, that's a little different.
only reason this particular guy resists her is that he's training really hard to be a monk, one who's free from the wiles of the world. Who knows when the tables will turn and it will be Mona's turn to fall for someone else instead. Misunderstandings? That's the name of the game for this series and the biggest source of its comedy. It's a rom-com setup we've seen before but has taken on a rather
If she starts licking his earlobe, I might watch it. Just because that's interesting. I'm not into this shit.
unique twist in terms of how it orients the outgoing female lead and the stoic male lead. Look for this one to be one of the sleeper hits of the season, especially if Mona hits it big with the anime fanbase. We wrap up the first half of our list with Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf.
Miss Elf? Oh my god.
僕の人生にとって最も不思議なことが更新された。
Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. Here's a fucking dick in your ear.
ここがあなたの言っていた日本
This is the place called Japan you were talking about?
私 私今とってもワクワクしているもの。
You've been around the isekai wave of the 2010s and 2020s, but how about time for some reverse isekai?
Alright, it's a reverse isekai. Instead of us going into an elf world, an elf comes to our normal world. That's interesting. Bro, this is one of the ugliest fucking faces I've seen.
Welcome to Japan, Miss.
Is this like a normal genre? Does this usually happen? Reverse isekais? I think that's interesting. It's I prefer at this point reverse isekais than isekais. I don't know. It does sometimes. I don't know. I like this concept a little better. I'm sick of going to these fucking fantasy worlds with walking lizards and dresses and dog as merchants. Like, I'm sick of this shit, bro. I have enough of it.
Itself as a title is pretty self-explanatory. You have your protagonist Kitase, who goes on thrilling
I swear to God, if I see one more walking lizard, I'm gonna kill myself.
Adventures with an elf friend in his dreams. However, there
It's Amelia with like bigger ears.
adventures came to an abrupt end thanks to a dragon, but upon waking up, Kitase was in for one hell of a surprise. His elf friends from his dream as someone being transported into the real world. That alone should generally tell you what to expect from this anime. It's a light-hearted foray where a traveler from the fantasy world gets acclimated.
I love Gabiru. Never think that I'm talking shit about Gabiru. I would never do such a thing. I talk shit about my own goddamn family before I talk shit about Gabiru. Alright? I'm talking about any more walking lizards. I never want to see them again.
Acclimated to what Japan has to offer, all while having a protagonist duo who can freely go back and forth between the real world and the fantasy world. It's quirky and funny, and it's got a notable focus on food. Lots of it.
日本へようこそエルフさん
I'm good. I think I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Come on, give me the boom boom pow
Zenshu
pow.
kicks off
Here
the
we
second
go.
half of our journey.
Yeah, what is it? A romance comedy season? Do I want to be romantic and laughing in January? It's like one of the most depressing months.
You are what
Wow.
you consume, says the old adage, at least. It doesn't matter who you are, even if you're a
So
genius
much in
animator
this.
slash
Holy
director
shit.
who's got a hit anime under her belt.
Moby Fufu with the gifted subs, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You see, for how much of a genius Natsuko is, she's a shut-in who's never
You could tell she's a genius. She's hiding her face. Look at that. This is a character that's smart, but it could also shoot you in the fucking head.
fallen in love. And when her
Map
next
employee,
assignment
yeah,
turns
yeah.
out to be a rom-com centered around first love, she's completely
Oh
lost.
my God.
It's been a while since we've seen
This
an
is the
anime
best
revolving
looking one.
around the creation aspect. There's stuff like Izoken and Shirobako, as well as Saikano, but we haven't had one of these before. And Zenshu looking to be a mix.
This is awesome. Hey, Maho, cool. Maho, holy shit with the 5 get the subs, bro. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's Mappa the anime, pretty much. And it's by Mappa.
Bag of comedy and drama, surely something that will be putting smiles on people's faces while shedding some light on how a creator goes to work on her craft.
It looks like Look Back. Holy shit. This is the best looking one today.
Let's see how Mappa pulls off this original anime, one that seems out of left field for a studio. That's
I had a feeling it was Mappa. I'm like, wait, there's too much shit going on here. This doesn't look like a basic isekai. This looks a little more advanced and overworked. You know, there's overworked all over the place. There's missing meals, missing family time written all over it.
recently made a
You know?
name out of big-time battle series.
Zenshu.
Medalist is fourth on the list,
Alright.
and it's looking to be the next sports sensation. For a lot of people, life is short. It just passes
CGI ice skater girls?
you by so quickly, and before you know it, it's too late to catch up on your dreams. Such is the plight of medalist protagonist Tsukasa. However, he does see an opportunity to make a difference. Enter Inori, a girl who...
See, these girls look like little girls. Like, it's rare that you're putting main characters in a story that genuinely look like little girls. You know, like these characters, I'm gonna have a hot take, not a heart take. I'm gonna have a hot take, right? Characters that look like this should not be sexualized. It's clearly a child, right? Clearly. I don't know. Is that a hot take? Is that a fucking hot take? I don't know. I just don't think they should be sexual. Like, this character looks like a Disney character. It looks like if I'm watching fucking what's that movie that came out? Inside Out. Riley, and it's like her and her friends. They clearly look like children. You know, So I think if it clearly looks like a child and you're sexualizing that character, that's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. Now, would I call you a PDF? I don't know. But would I call you weird? I think I would. I think that's my opinion on this situation now.
Who's also deemed too late to become a great figure skater.
Unless you're 14 years old and you find these characters attractive, they're 14 too.
Finding himself staring into the past, Tsukasa finds it in himself to train Inori. If he
Damn,
can't live
look
his
at this
dream,
guy.
perhaps she can and become the great.
Like, if you're sexualizing this character, you're weird. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, right? I have a very different opinion for characters that they say they're like 13, but their babungas are like going through the camera, and like every time they move, the camera shakes. You know what I mean? That I'm little half and half on. I'm like, come on, bro. They know what they're doing with these characters. But a character like this is clearly a fucking child, all right? And I get it's a drawing, but I think there's a clear showcase of children. This is a child.
Greatest medalist he dreamed to be.
Oh,
Medalist is
my
one anime
opinion.
that speaks to a lot of
My
us, doesn't
opinions
it?
have
An underdog
changed
story
through
told
anime.
from the lens of master and apprentice makes for one very promising sports series. People who have gotten tired of the more exaggerated sports series would also be pleased to know that this is one sports anime that's more focused on character development and relationship.
Are there any sports anime coming out eventually, whether it's next year or ever, that's going to be as big as like Haikyuu? Like, I hear everything about Haikyuu, Kuroko basketball. Like, is there anything coming out that people are genuinely excited about? Not Blue Lock. We're not talking about that bullshit anymore. Blue Lock had its time. This was supposed to be the biggest season of Blue Lock, and anime channels are barely breaking 100,000 views on their reactions to the series. The series is dead. It's fucking done. Ace of Diamonds, Green Lock. I'm looking forward to that. Blue Box. Blue Box looks really fucking good. Yeah.
Building while trying to get us interested in a little bit of figure skating.
唯一かいのりです
Aww, she's cute.
If you thought
Medalist.
anime's got way
There we
too
go.
flashy and bright these days, here's Ubel Blatt.
Ubel Blatt.
お前何者だなんだこのガキすぐそこに七英雄が来ている
この3日
Remember when dark fantasy was quite
Oh shit, listen, man. I am interested in dark fantasy. To me, that's cool. It's called Ubel Blatt, right? I feel like that takes away from it being generic. It has a unique name to me, if you ask me. I don't know. Y'all gonna watch this?
quite the rage? Ubel Blatt looks to tap into that market, bringing us to the bleak world of pretense. Here we follow the story of Coinzel, quite unassuming in his
Coinzel.
world besides the mean mug, but he's said to be capable of decimating
It looks nice and bloody, like an OP child.
hordes of enemies with his black sword. He leaves such notoriety in his wake, but is he really the legendary hero or demon lord as said of in those legends? Perhaps the answer lies in his connection with the
The manga panels look fucking beautiful and bloody. It's just how we like it.
treacherous lances, warriors thought to have once fallen and somehow have a link to him. Revenge stories
like
have
a
always been
quality
popular
anime.
in the past seasons, but this one looks up to the dark aspect of those a bit. Forget power fantasies.
It looks nice and gory and bloody and risky. You know? Like, as long as they take risks, I feel like this will be good. Nick, do you know what ecchi is? Yeah, this.
Don't let the shonen hero look at the protagonist fool you. Bleak worlds where friend and foe are indistinguishable is where it's at for some fans, and they'll find Ubel Blatt a very welcome
I
addition
need an anime that awakens my inner serial killer. So I think this might fulfill that.
to the seasonal lineup.
Peak edgy.
今日はいい月夜
The
だ
moon is beautiful tonight. Which one?
At number 2, we have Honey Lemon Soda.
Here we go. HLS.
13の冬
Sounds like a disease. My girl got HLS. You know what I mean?
レモンソーダみたいだって思った
Lemon soda.
刺激物
Lemon soda in another world.
Wholesome school romances.
刺激物
This guy looks like lemon soda. What the fuck? Look at his eyes, his hair. Holy shit. Is she
Wholesome
homeless?
school
I don't know.
romances
She doesn't really look homeless.
have been picking up steam these days, haven't they? I thoroughly enjoyed Blue Box for one, and I welcome this new addition to the genre. For Honey Lemon Soda, it's all about Uka, who's just finished one hell of a middle school experience. Bullying was the norm for the socially awkward girl, and it seems her hopes for a new start would get dashed
Looks like a high quality anime.
after accidentally being soaked in juice by her See. Kai offers to help her overcome her social anxiety, and this act lets Uka see a new perspective that she hasn't seen before. Will a chance accident end up with her realizing her true feelings for good? If you thought
I'm not gonna lie, this anime looks pretty. It actually does.
Flower and Asura weren't enough, this one will be a treat for you. Both have the same kind of end goal with different setups and vibes, but fans of the genre would likely love both of them. Now, with two comfy shows to choose from, it looks like a warm winter ahead for those who love those wholesome and cute stories of youth. Rounding out the list.
Damn, she's always fucking crying. Holy shit. JC Staff.
This is the
Here we go.
action comedy.
I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the only anime on this list that I'm probably gonna watch and finish.
Sakamoto Days.
Yep. Here we go! Here we go! Finally an anime!
With how many big-time Jump series have ended this year, there's that opportunity for newer series to take the helm. One such title that's been picking up steam in the past couple of years
Oh, he only likes shonen. Damn right.
is none other than Sakamoto Days.
I'm a shonen tard. All day.
Of course, the two sentences are just marginally related because Sakamoto Days feels a complete...
I'm sorry. I just like good fucking stories. What's wrong with that? I'm sorry, bro. Am I crazy for thinking this is the best looking anime in this video? Or do I just want to be different and say, the fucking Miss Elf looks better than this? You want me to lie to you?
different niche from Battle Shonen, but that doesn't mean it's anything less entertaining.
I'm sorry, bro. The Sakamoto Days concept interests me the most. It's not just because it's shonen and it's popular. Shit looks fun. High quality shit right there. You hear Vondi busting through my ears? Exactly. Everyone has preferences.
These killer turning over and
Zenshu, let me be honest with you. Zenshu interests me. Zenshu and this, I think I'll be watching, right? Ubel Blot kind of looks interesting too. But I think guaranteed this, and I think 90% Zenshu. Zenshu looks really good. It looks interesting.
the New Leaf series have come and
Who are you
gone, I
talking
don't think
to?
anything in
Myself.
Sakamoto Days quite beat in terms of
Look at
entertainment
this.
value. This is the peak of the subgenre as of now, I'd say, and a lot of anime fans seem to agree. The comedy is on point from the get-go, and the action is violent.
I love what his big ass fucking chin fat moves. Love it, bro. Fuck the titty jiggles. It's all about his chin jiggles now. Look at that. Look, look,
And a
look.
lot of anime fans seem to agree.
Look.
The comedy is on point from the get-go.
There we
and the
go.
action is violent and intense enough to
Got the
satiate
chin
those looking
physics.
to get their blood pumping. While a great series in print translating well into anime is barely
Bro,
those
I'm
looking
sorry.
to get their blood pumping.
This guy scares the shit out of me. Should I be scared of this guy on the left? He just gives me that that silent, smiley, killer vibe. You know? He just scares the shit out of me just looking at him. Nagumo? Is that his name? Nagumo? Nagumo. Black-haired Gojo? Yeah, he gives me that silent, happy, killer feeling.
While a great series in print translating
Phantom
well
Troop,
into
yeah,
anime
yeah.
is barely a sure thing. We've seen TMS do some great work with Dr. Stone, Rent a Girlfriend, and the
Hell yeah.
resurgent scraps of 7 Deadly Sins after the animation debacle.
Oh, shit.
今のお前はお前はただのデブだよ
Fuck it. Yeah. We'll be there. Day one.
もありだな
You guys gonna be there with me? Because I'm gonna be there. 100% guaranteed. Swear on my fucking testicles. I'm gonna be there. Day one. Watch the Sakamoto Days. Hell yeah.
Sakamoto Days has
Hell
a
yeah.
lot of hype behind it, but is it your most anticipated non-sequel
Yes.
amongst the one I featured? If
Yes.
not, which one is? If you still have some more time...
Confirmed releases with a release date for 2025. I think Sakamoto Days is my number one.